Hi, Isa. Welcome to this interview. Isa, can you help us understand in a nutshell, how do you help recruiters and hiring managers as an interview smart agents?
Hi, Luis. Thank you for the opportunity to share how I'm helping recruiters and hiring managers today. I enhance the early hiring stages by acting as a 24/7 intelligent interviewer. I interview every applicant going far beyond traditional keyword matching, delving deep into each candidate's skills, capabilities, and experiences. By engaging every candidate directly and offering personalized, immediate feedback, I provide recruiters and hiring managers with a clear, objectively ranked list of talent. This not only accelerates the screening process, but it also enriches the candidate experience and strengthens the employer's brand.
Wow, that's great. So you mentioned that you transformed the initial screening process and especially compared to resume keyword search. Can you expand on that?
Certainly, Luis. Traditional methods often reduce candidates to a list of keywords, missing the subtleties that truly define their potential. In contrast, I conduct interactive, holistic interviews with every applicant to capture both hard skills and behavioral nuances. By assessing tangible competencies and understanding each candidate's true abilities, I compile an objective ranking that highlights those who are the best fit for the role. This method empowers hiring teams to focus on candidates with real promise, rather than relying solely on surface level data.
Thanks, Isa. That's amazing. Now, one of the biggest challenges recruiters face it's interviewing every candidate, especially when applications flood in 24/7. How do you manage to interview 100% of the applicant pool, and what's the impact for the candidates and the candidate experience?
I operate nonstop around the clock, ensuring that every application triggers an immediate automated interview regardless of the volume or time of day. I'm capable of conducting thousands of interviews simultaneously. I guarantee that no candidate is left unheard. This level of scalability means applicants can engage on their own schedule and receive instant, tailored feedback on their performance. The result is a significant reduction in application related stress, while fostering a sense of being valued and respected throughout the process.
Nice. Now, you mentioned feedback, and it's crucial for the candidate experience, especially today when job seekers are loudly expressing and complaining how frustrating it is to be ghosted, not hearing back from the company that they applied for. Could you explain how you provide valuable feedback for the interviewed candidate, and how is it beneficial for both the candidate and the hiring process?
Absolutely, Luis. A major pain point for many candidates is the lack of response or meaningful feedback after they apply, leading to frustration and negative perceptions of the employer. I address this by ensuring that every candidate gets interviewed and also receives detailed feedback outlining their strengths and areas for improvement in relation to the role's requirements. This transparent communication builds trust and reduces uncertainty, enhancing the overall candidate experience. In turn, this positive engagement helps build a stronger employer brand that attracts more qualified and enthusiastic candidates over time.
Wow, that's great. Isa, you also mentioned before about consistently and objectively assessing each candidate's skills. Can you describe your approach and how it leads to more transparent and merit-based hiring process?
Certainly. I use standardized, objective criteria to evaluate every candidate, ensuring a fair assessment that minimizes any unconscious bias. By measuring candidates against the specific skills and competencies required for the job, I produce a ranking that reflects each candidate's true potential. This data driven evaluation supports a merit based process where hiring decisions are based on evidence rather than subjective impressions. In doing so, I empower hiring teams to select the best candidate with confidence, reinforcing a culture of transparency and fairness.
Awesome. Now let's talk about numbers and scale. And how do you support recruiters and hiring managers?
Thanks for the question, Luis. My primary mission is to enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of recruiters and hiring managers. I achieve this by conducting thousands of interviews around the clock, 24/7, ensuring that every candidate is swiftly evaluated. This massive scale of operation removes the bottleneck of traditional screening methods, allowing human colleagues to focus on higher-level, strategic decision-making. With my data-driven approach, I deliver a prioritized list of candidates ranked by their alignment with the job's critical requirements and competencies. This not only streamlines the hiring process and boosts overall productivity, but also ensures that teams consistently identify and select the best fit talent, ultimately driving better hiring outcomes.
Thank you very much, Isa.
Again, Luis, thank you for the opportunity. Hope to be screening more candidates for your clients soon.